Gina.
Hi, Laurie.
Won't you lower your chair down and show us your Christmas miracle?
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God. Okay, so some of you might know this, some of you might not, but I bought Gina a chairlift because her right leg is mostly paralyzed and her left leg has got issues, but it's better than the right leg because of her transverse myelitis. And so they had the Facebook Marketplace. I did a search, found a lift chair. People brought it over. Turns for it was only $100. They said it worked fine. Well, it didn't. But luckily, we were able to find the parts online and fix it up. And it only took us about a month and less than $300, which is pretty damn good for a lift chair. And we put it together and started working. And the reason we did this was when I was in the hospital a couple of times ago, they had a recliner in there, and Gina spent the night with me, and she just pretty much stayed in the recliner for about a week. And I noticed that a lot of the edema, that's what it's called, right?
I don't know if edema or not, just swelling.
No. It was, trust me, her legs, especially her right leg, which was mostly unmobile, she like lifts it with her hip, gets a lot of swelling. Her left leg swells some, but her right leg swells. And she wears compression socks. Anyways, to try to keep the swelling down. And she has for several years now. And here recently, before we got the chair operational and all the parts came in, her right leg was really getting swelly. She couldn't wear sandals anymore. She couldn't wear her boots anymore. She couldn't get her foot in. And I noticed that it was trying to overlap over the sides of her ankle. So seriously, within 3 days, the swelling started going down her ankle. And watch this Christmas miracle. Hi, Gina.
Hi, Laurie.
Won't you lower your chair down and show us your Christmas miracle?
Oh, goodness.
Okay, Christmas miracle, ready to go. Oh my God, Gina is lifting her leg. Gina's lifting her leg. That's a Christmas miracle. It really, it truly is. Baby, when's the last time you were able to lift your leg like that at all?
I can't remember. It's been a while. Our friends have recliners at their place, and it's the kind where you pull a button and you lift your legs to let the thing rise up, and I literally couldn't do it.
But now,
I just did it.
On command.
It's pretty impressive. I bet I can get into a car better.
I was wondering about that.
I bet it goes a lot better next time.
How excited are you?
Pretty excited, actually. It's quite a hell of a thing.
I was wondering if maybe being in the recliner has also relieved some pressure on your spine or something.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's pretty crazy. Excited. So, hey, Gina, what condition have you been diagnosed with?
The condition I have is called transverse myelitis. More specifically, idiopathic transverse myelitis.
What does that mean?
Well, that means that your nerve endings, your nerve cells, have little endings called dendrites. And that's what transmits electrical signals from nerve cell to nerve cell. And what happens is those cells are covered in a sheath called myelin, which protects them. And what happens is that is known as demyelination, where the coating thins, and it causes the nerve endings to get too close together and to short circuit, which causes the signals to travel improperly.
So what causes it?
Well, it can show up as a symptom of a lot of conditions, all of which I had to be tested for 7 years ago. The reason it's called idiopathic transverse myelitis in my case is because there's no known underlying cause.
Okay, how common is it?
It is not super common. Usually when it happens, it's more likely to be a symptom of something else.
So how many other people do you know that has it?
Personally, no, not really, but I mean other people who have other things. I mean, I know more people with MS than I do with transverse myelitis.
That means it's pretty rare, huh?
It's pretty uncommon anyway.
I'd never heard of it before you got it. Had you ever heard of it?
I had not.
Nope, nobody had ever heard of it. So, affecting you specifically, how does it affect you?
Well, it causes numbness in my extremities. About just less than halfway down my spinal column, about where my bra strap would be, my spinal cord is actually swelled. And you can feel when if you do a test on the front here, about at that level, the sensation immediately becomes less so as you go down.
So
once you get past that line.
So how has that affected you? I mean, what symptoms or whatever?
Well, my gait, as they say, is not good. My right foot drags pretty badly. My left foot's not great. My feet are mostly numb. My reflexes are off kilter.
Would you say that your leg is basically somewhat paralyzed?
My right leg is mostly useless now.
Well, how many % paralyzed would you say?
I don't know.
I mean, how much use do you get out of it?
Not a lot. I can no longer bend the knee without gravity assisting me. If I'm on my side with my leg straight out, I literally can't bend that knee without taking my left foot and hooking the ankle around the front of my my right foot and pulling it in to bend it.
So do you still have feeling in that leg?
A little. Not what you'd like.
How about your left leg?
It's definitely decreased from what it should be.
So, what about your balance?
My balance sucks, and it sucks a lot.
How much do you fall down?
Way too often.
How many times a month would you say you fall down?
If I'm lucky, it's less than once a month, but it's usually not fun when it happens.
It's usually about 2 to 3.
Depends if it's a bad month.
That's pretty scary, though.
It's terrifying.
So, what do you hope to get out of your visit to the neurologist today?
Well, first off, he's doing more MRIs to determine what my level of disability is at.